As I have been emphasizing since beginning that the first and the last part are the crucial for an interviewer to make an impact in the minds of the candidate. So, at this moment, it's really, really important for an interviewer to thank the candidate. You must thank the candidate that they have come all the way to meet you, to actually present themselves, and to answer your questions. So it's not only from the candidate that you expect to be thankful. It's an obligation on you that you need to be thankful. You need to be highly courteous, and you can just tell them the way when they are going out. You can also shake hand. You can see of them with a great smile. So this is where you would actually make an impact on the candidate. If the time allows, you can also have some kind of a chit chat. You can just walk by with them to the gate. So these are the little things that actually give an impression to that candidate that this is a friendly organization. This is an organization that actually cares about people, about their sentiments. So this branding would not only last for an hour or for a day. It would be in their minds for forever until the time they would come again. They would keep on remembering the way you have treated them. The closing of an interview, and you know that you're almost done with all the questions. So the first thing that you need to offer to the candidate is give an opportunity to the candidate. So whatever the questions they have in their mind, they can ask. So you can ask them, if you have any questions, do let us know. And then probably the candidate would ask about the role, about the opportunity, and they would also like to know something about the organizational culture. They would also like to know about their reporting line. So in this part, if the candidate asks any question, I would suggest that as an interviewer, it's your prime responsibility to give the clarity to the candidate. And you can also tell them about the roles and responsibility of this role. This is highly important because someone who has not joined your organization until now, they would definitely be interested to know that what kind of role it is, to whom they will be reporting, and what kind of culture your organization has. So at times it also happens that I've seen that as an interviewer, if the candidate is more inquisitive, if they are asking many questions on the cultural part, or they are asking multiple questions on the manager, so at times we feel a little kind of offended. At times the interviewer also feels that the candidate is all asking some unnecessary questions. That's not the right approach. The candidate, it's a mutual relationship between the organization and the candidate. So candidate, if you find that candidate is asking multiple questions, that means they are actually interested to, join your organization. So as an interviewer, we need to always take it as a positive thing. We need to clarify as much as possible. And one more thing, at this moment when the candidate asks multiple questions, at times we try to not saying multiple things. Those are that can at the later part come as a surprise to the candidate. So if for example, if that interview process or that meeting is almost the last meeting, and the person would definitely be going to join the organization, so I would suggest as an interviewer, you must tell them about little bit challenges about that particular department or particular role. Because if you would tell only all goody goody things to that person when they would join the organization, so it would come to them as a surprise. Or maybe they can think that the organization, or as an interviewer, you have not been that much transparent to that candidate. So it is always advisable that whenever, especially if the interview is almost at the last stage, and you know that candidate is the one that you are going to make an offer, so make sure that you tell them about a little bit about the challenges of that particular role and what kind of expectations are there, so that they can make themselves more prepared. And when they join you, so there will be less surprises for them. There is a common error that most interviewers do after closing interview. What's that? That people do not like to write whatever the observations are. So this kind of mistake actually leads to multiple conflicts at the later part. For example, if the interviewers are from multiple functions, if there is HR, there is someone from business, or someone from the line management. So what happens that most of the time it happens that like all three of them have different views about the candidate, and then there comes a debate, and that debate does not end well. So what is the solution of this thing is that everyone, all the interviewers need to write whatever their observations are. In general, what we do, that we follow a kind of a template or format that is already designed by HR. So you are actually supposed to write whatever the comments you have about that candidate, whatever the remarks you have about that candidate, what are the strengths that you've observed, what are the areas of development that you've observed, and if you are actually in favor of that candidate, write that. Then what are the reasons that you are actually favoring that candidate? And if you are not in favor of that candidate, you are not to you that candidate is not that suitable, then even your responsibility as an interviewer is to mention what are the concerns, what are the areas that you think that due to this one, two, three reasons that candidate does not fit suitable to that particular role. If you don't do that, it actually causes a lot of conflicts at the end. Because at times HR comes with another opinion, the line manager comes with another opinion, and someone from other function, maybe from the business, have some other kind of opinion. So and what happens at the later stage, all three of them, have a discussion, have a debate on subjective things. That is why this kind of discussion or this kind of conflicts does not end well. That's why it is very much highly recommended that whoever is the interviewer, be it from HR, be it from line management, be it from any other business or other department, whenever you are actually closing an interview, it's your prime responsibility to write down whatever the pros and cons of any candidate that you have seen, and then you need to write that out on that particular form. So thank you very much for all your positive responses. Keep on liking, keep on subscribing, keep on sharing, so that more and more people get benefited of it. At Dream Job, we are actually aiming to transform people's behavior and organizational culture so that we make our workplaces more and more happy and healthier. So stay tuned. See you soon. Allah Hafiz. So thank you very much for liking our channel. Keep on liking, keep on subscribing, and keep on sharing with more and more people so that everyone get benefited of it. See you soon. Stay blessed. Allah Hafiz.